Welcome back everyone, I'm KPlays Games, this is EVE Online, and today we're going to be talking about missions and more specifically the standings grind to unlock higher level agents. Now standings grinding is seriously annoying and it takes far too long unless you know what you're doing. What you really want is faction standings, which opens up every agent for every corporation that belongs to that NPC faction. This is a huge thing to understand. It's all very well unlocking 5.0 standings with one corporation to open up their level 4 agents, but if you get 5.0 standings with that faction, you get full access to every single level 4 agent belonging to that entire faction. So the way to do this is to run as many missions as you can, because every 16 regular missions you complete, you are emailed the offer of one storyline mission, and when you complete the storyline mission, this boosts your faction standings. So the idea is to run as many missions as fast as you can to generate as many storylines as we can. Now, mining and security missions take far too long in my opinion to do, and at lower levels like levels 1, 2 and even 3, the pay is pretty bad too, so you won't even get to console yourself with the fact that you're earning money doing it. My plan and my suggestion is to spam distribution agents for standings. If you've run the Sisters of Eve epic arc, you may be able to bypass level 1 missions entirely and already have standings for level 2 agents. The connection skill can be a huge boost here. Every skill level you get in this gives you 4% modifier to your standings with corporations and factions. So if you've run the Sisters of Eve epic arc and done a couple of levels of connections, this should put you round about 1.0 standings with a faction, and that's all you need to open up every single level 2 agent for that faction. The other important skill is social, and social gives you per level 5% bonus to NPC agent, corporation and faction standing increase, and what this means is that you get more standings per mission, so this is also a huge thing to train. Now when it comes to distribution agents, I actually prefer running level 2 and level 3 agents instead of level 4, even though level 4 give you more standing per mission. The level 4 agents will send you on much longer distances and want you to carry much more cargo on your ship, probably meaning you're going to need a large, slow ship and a ship that won't be able to fit multiple missions worth of cargo inside, so the whole process takes a lot longer. I prefer running level 2 and level 3 distribution agents. They don't send you very far away, usually between 4 and 6 jumps is the furthest away they send you, and their cargo is usually about no more than 3,000 cubic meters, sometimes 4, but very rarely bigger than that. And crucially, you can find multiple level 2 and level 3 distribution agents inhabiting the same station, or at least in the same system. This means you can accept multiple missions at the same time, run them all in one big circular route and then come back and get some more. Using this method you can get a lot of missions very quickly. If we have a look in Agent Finder, Agency, Agents and Missions, Agent Finder, we'll ask for distribution agents, any distance, high security space, we'll just pick a more empire to do. The corp doesn't really matter, any corporation. We'll look for level 3. Here we are. As it says, in the current station there are 2 level 3 agents, and if we have a look here on the agents bar, there is 1 level 2 agent here as well. So we can run 2 level 3 distributions and 1 level 2 all at the same time, and do this many times. So we'll just do that. Okay, we're going from here to here, we'll add a waypoint. It's 1 system over, it's only 2,000 cubic meters. Yes, we'll accept, thank you. And we'll get the level 2 one. Well, this is within the system. He's wanting us to take it from this station in the system we're in to another station in the same system. So yes, and it's only 400 cubic meters. We'll take that. This one wants us to go to Losec, so we'll just decline it, and then we'll request another one. And now he's wanting us to go one system over with 2100 cubic meters. So we've accepted all three. All three missions together adds up to 4500 cubic meters. Our ship can currently hold 4375, and that's fine. We'll take off one inertial stab, we'll put on one cargo expander, and now all the cargo for all three missions fits inside our ship. And our ship is built for speed. 3.36 align time, 11.41 warp speed. This is going to be very, very quick.
Warp drive active.
We'll do the one that's in this system first, I think. Start conversation, complete mission. Right, that's the first level 2 mission done. That was what, 20 seconds?
Warp drive active.
Now we're going one system over for a level 3 mission.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
And that's the first of the level 3 missions done.
Warp drive active. Docking request accepted.
And before we hand in the final mission, we'll just set destination back to the start. Start conversation, complete mission done. So that is 2 level 3 and 1 level 2 mission done. So this is an extremely fast way of cycling around to storyline missions. If we have a look at my character sheet, if we have a look at my MR standings, which is what I ground up, I spent quite a few days grinding MR standings. This is where we started, 0.00 with MR Empire. This is the first storyline we got on the 5th of February, and it took us to 0.31. And then over the course of 5 days, I got in total 18 storyline missions, so that's 288 regular missions. And by the end of that, I was at 5.18 MR Empire standings, and I had unlocked every single level 4 agent with the entirety of the MR Empire. This took 5 days, and that's it. Standings are extremely easy to get if you use this method. This particularly steep jump here was a level 3 storyline mission called Kidnapper Strike. It came in 10 parts, and you don't get the standings increase until the final part, but the final part gave us plus 0.688 standings boost, which is huge. This one here is the standings boost you get from doing the Sisters of Eve epic arc, and that is plus 0.875. So Kidnapper Strike is almost as good as that. It's absolutely huge. And during that storyline mission, that storyline dropped in total 4 implants worth about 200 million ISK. So that was nice. So in 5 days we got 200 million ISK from doing this, 288 missions worth of low grade pay from these guys, 18 storyline missions, and we got to over 5.0 standings. But you don't need a Tech 2 blockade runner like what I'm using. You can very easily do this in a very cheap ship. In fact, by cheap I mean free. You can do this in a Sigil, a Badger, a Nereus or a Wreath, which are the small, cheap, fast haulers that you get given 2 of for free from the career agents. So there's no excuses for not doing this. I'll post all 4 of these fits down below. As we have a look at this Wreath first, we'll just take them in ascending order. 17,340 effective hit points just in case someone tries to kill you with a tornado. because they think that you're carrying expensive goods, but you're not. You're just doing courier missions. The rigs, 3 hyperspace velocity optimizers, which increases our warp speed from 4.5 AU a second to 7.06. And we've got enough inertial stabilizers to take us to 3.66 align time. Cargo's only 5,000. But if you need larger cargo, you can take off the inertial stabilizers, slows you down a bit, but it does give you 8,000 cargo. All the fittings for all the rest of the ships are very much similar. They've all got hyperspace rigs, they all go 7.06 AU, they all align in around 4 seconds, they've all got over 17,000 hit points. This is the Nereus. If you want, you can add some drones. I don't know why you would, but you can. This is the Badger, by far the tankiest, but by far the slowest and the least cargo. Then this is the Sigil version. Again, it's pretty slow. It can have big cargo. If you need to, just take off all the inertia stabs, slows you down a little bit, but gives you all the cargo you need for running multiple missions. As we see, this costs 5 million, Badger's 3.8, Nereus is 4.6, Wreath is 4.2. These are extremely cheap, they're extremely easy, and they're an extremely fast way of grinding your standings, especially for faction. So that is pretty much all I have for you today. It's a very quick guide. This works really well, and I highly recommend it to anyone. Until we meet again, do take very good care of yourselves. I will speak to you again soon.